Hey there, if you're experiencing stress and frustration when doing presentations at work because English is not your native language, I'm going to show you exactly how in just 30 days you can enjoy significantly improved English speaking and presentation skills and be on a path to the career opportunities and career growth you so much deserve, without wasting time on disjointed tips and tricks from random YouTube videos, and without wasting money on hard to follow fancy communication programs from gurus who may not know your specific needs. In fact, we guarantee you will see a significant improvement in your presentation skills after completing our program, or I will work with you one-on-one until you do. When we look at what's important in the workplace, communication consistently ranks at the top for employers. According to a recent Employers Job Outlook survey, employers identified the ability to verbally communicate with others as among the top skills they seek when hiring. Each year, GMAC surveys corporate recruiters from around the world to gain their perspective. And each year, the results indicate that oral communication is a top hiring qualification for employers. And if you want a promotion or you're ready to make a change in your career, like the thousands of people on LinkedIn, what is holding you back might just be your communication skills, especially if you're like me when English is not our native language. From my personal experience and with my new Mastery of Public Speaking for Non-Native English Speakers program, I have created a process that people who are challenged by public speaking and by English fluency can use to solve low confidence, low language proficiency, and low presentation performance once and for all, and finally be the eloquent and confident presenter they always dreamed to be. The solutions from this program are not something I read in a textbook or heard from somewhere. It is the fruit of my personal journey from someone whose poor English was barely comprehensible and who was paralyzed by fear to speak in front of just 5 people, to a person who confidently and effectively presents to large audiences and who enjoys the level of connection with my audiences in ways I could never dream of. I had very low self-confidence and I was severely limited academically and professionally due to my low English proficiency and a complete lack of public speaking skills. But today, I'm a completely different person, doing presentations regularly to national audiences on a wide variety of topics, both in person and online. I also frequently chair multi-team meetings in one of America's leading medical institutions. The feeling of confidence and the sense of achievement is life-changing. The joy of building rapport with my audiences and knowing they benefit from what I'm saying is out of this world. The status of a non-native English speaker no longer owns me. It actually enhances my professional caliber and it adds uniqueness to who I am. I want you to come on this journey with me and experience the transformation yourself. If that sounds like a solution to you, I want you to click on the button below right now and schedule a completely free, no obligation phone call with me where I can assess your specific situation, learn about your specific challenges, and lay out the exact steps on how you can transform your English proficiency and gain public speaking and presentation skills, and finally be the effective speaker you always wanted to be. Back when I first came to America, I spoke broken English, and I was so frustrated that I could not get people to understand me. I was terrified that I had to do presentations and speak to a lot of people at work and in school. The stress and anxiety was crippling. The more I stressed about it, the worse my presentations got. My English pronunciation went further downhill and my grammar went haywire when I was nervous. The right English words simply did not come to mind. And I'd have these horrible silences and I'd stand there in panic. Sometimes my native language words would all of a sudden pop up in my English sentences and confuse my audience and put me in even more embarrassment. I dreaded going to school and going to work every day. Many of my immigrant peers tried to solve this problem by watching good presenters talk, by attending an occasional workshop, and by getting tips and tricks from people. But here's the problem with that. Listening to highly skilled individuals is great, but it doesn't unpack the learning process for you. And tips and tricks videos only focus on putting a proverbial band-aid over the problem and providing disjointed snippets of ineffective communication. This ultimately means that you'd waste valuable time and energy and not get the results you urgently need, and that your career growth is limited and opportunities are missed. The biggest reason that I see non-native English speakers struggle with communication is because of a lack of solutions that focus on fixing the root cause of low English proficiency and ineffective public speaking. Oftentimes, people ignore the fact that English proficiency and public speaking is a learned skill that requires systematic and methodical training and practice. So instead, we provide you with a systematic solution with guaranteed results. We're going to learn about how to manage and overcome the fear of public speaking so that you speak on stage with confidence and pride. How to improve your English pronunciation and grammar so that you feel confident and comfortable when presenting in English. How to practice your speech or presentation so that you experience the joy of successfully conveying your ideas to the audience and the satisfying feeling of being heard. How to deliver your speech effectively so that you gain the satisfaction of knowing your presentation went well and the audience benefited from your presentation. How to use simple yet powerful communication skills so that you own the ability to communicate effectively in the workplace, in the community, and at home. In this program, we've left no stone unturned. Our solution addresses the root cause and provides you with the systematic learning and practice with guaranteed results, which ultimately means the career growth and opportunities you so much deserve are finally within your reach. I want you to click on the button below right now and schedule a no obligation free phone call with us and take this most important step towards revolutionizing your English proficiency and presentation skills and achieving new heights in your career or academics. Such as Yuhan Li, who was looking to improve his workplace communication and presentation skills, and he benefited greatly working with our program. And I was able to help Robert Sun so that he had a successful essay submission and interview process, and now works as a consultant at McKinsey. Sally New saw her own transformation from a foreign student new to America to a finance professional doing amazing presentations and workplace communications. I want you to experience the transformation and travel the journey you've never thought possible. You don't have to settle for less or watch career opportunities pass you by due to your English or your presentation skills. Click on the button below this video to schedule a free phone call to assess your specific situation and learn about the solution that will open doors for you that you'd never thought possible. Schedule a call with us right now. It is completely free and there's no obligation attached. Click on the button below right now, and I will personally speak with you to assess your specific situation and your specific needs. Don't let your inhibitions get in the way of you achieving high English proficiency and skilled public speaking. Stop envying others. You can do it too. Become the effective communicator you always dreamed to be and achieve the career heights that you worked so hard for. I've heard some people say, this will take time. I don't have the time. I completely understand. Everyone feels there isn't 1 minute that they can spare to do anything else other than what they're already doing. But think about the time you may have to spend stressing about presentations or communications when you don't have the right skills, and the time after the presentations that you may spend replaying and torturing yourself about the mistakes you made in your presentation. You will be able to save all that time and headache. Also, think about the lost opportunities and promotions as a result of low English proficiency and low communication skills. The return for the time investment will be well worth it. I've also heard people say there are free videos on YouTube. Can I just watch those? Well, sure you can. There are indeed many YouTube videos that would show you 3 big mistakes to avoid or 5 steps to do this. I think tips and tricks are great, but they're usually disjointed. Think about it this way. If you've never learned chemistry, will you become a chemist by simply getting disjointed information on 5 ways to read the periodic table or 3 facts about diatomic gases? No, your best bet is probably taking a fundamentals of chemistry class. Facts and tips are great, but they don't take the place of systematic and methodical training, and it's the same with public speaking and English proficiency. You want a systematic approach, not bits and pieces that may not fit well together. Another common question is that I have tried in many ways and nothing worked, so why this solution? I have been there myself. Trust me, I've tried so many things, but this is a proven method I have experienced working on myself and on my other clients. I understand skepticism, and that's exactly why I want you to book a no obligation phone call with me to talk about your specific situation, and I'll show you the exact mechanisms that work for me and work for so many other people. Take the opportunity to remove the stubborn obstacle in your career or academics and achieve the career highs that you worked so hard for. You don't have to settle for less or watch career opportunities pass you by due to your English or presentation skills. Click the button below this minute and schedule a call with us and allow yourself to truly thrive in your career and academics.